I built a new house with our money so our parents can come move in with us.
I never told you this, but I'm not going to live there. And it's because
What?
Trouble Busters!
I can't wait to see you. My name is Melanie. I'm a housewife in my second year of marriage. I'm so glad my parents are helping me out, but I need to go home at one point.
You're gonna be surprised by what I'm about to tell you. I built a new house with our money so our parents can move in with us.
What?
It's a two-family house. My mom will always be there with us. I'm sure you're happy since you can rely on my parents anytime you want.
What? Hold on a second. I'm confused hearing you tell me this out of nowhere.
I'm sure you're surprised. Yep. And you must be happy.
Before I tell you how I feel about it, let me confirm. Did you say that you built a two-family house? And also that you built it with our savings?
That's right. I did this for you. I'm sure it hasn't been easy for you to keep up with your housekeeping. To add, you plan on going back to work, right?
Yes.
You're not the most efficient person, and who knows? You might end up having a meltdown after being overwhelmed. However, imagine if Mom were living with us. We won't ever have to worry about anything.
I don't even know what to say to him.
Here, let me pass the phone to Mom.
So, that's it, Melanie. Leave everything up to me. I got you. I appreciate the sentiment, but please don't force it on me.
Right? I'm sure you're relieved to have Mom, since she's experienced. You'll get to slack off now. What's the matter? Are you too happy to say anything right now?
Can I put you on hold for a minute?
Okay, I'll wait.
You better give me a break. He decided on this while I've been gone, and he can't tell me that he did it for my sake. What kind of wife would be happy to approve of anything like this? Thank you for holding.
So we can say for sure that you'll have less burden to worry about.
Who would ever believe your words? Your mother is so emotionally attached to you, and you always take advantage of it. And if I choose to live with the two of you, I'm never going to live at peace.
So now, once the house is ready, we'll live together.
That's not going to happen.
Huh?
I knew I was right, and I'm so glad I took action before it was too late. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! I never told you this, but I'm not going to live there, and it's because we already filed for a divorce.
What? Do you even realize what you're saying?
Yes. What's the matter? Put her on speakerphone.
What do you mean we already filed for a divorce? You can't do that without my consent.
A divorce? Don't tell me you forgot about what you've done before I left to my parents' house.
Huh? I didn't do anything. Oh.
What's going on?
You know how I didn't want her to slack off from housekeeping by giving excuses about the baby and the work? I mean, it was just a warning. I handed it to her just so she would feel alerted. I never thought she was gonna file it.
Well, that's right. She's about to literally live in heaven soon, and who would ever take that for granted? Heaven? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't foresee that future.
What did you just say?
I just took an action to protect myself before it was too late.
You're gravely mistaken. I need you to take back that divorce immediately. We'll talk after that.
That's not possible. It's already been filed and processed. But where are you going to live moving forward? Your workplace is far from your parents' house. Don't worry about it. I'm going to live in a luxury high-rise with strong security.
What?
It won't be too far from my workplace either.
How did you even afford it? We already used our savings to purchase the new house.
Ever since I started to second-guess my future with you, I've been working a remote job as my second job, aside from my full-time job. I used that money for the down payment to purchase a unit in that high-rise. This phone conversation isn't going to cut it, Melanie. Yes, I had to go collect my belongings there either way. I'll talk to both of you on a later day. I don't plan on being here for too long, so I'd like to cut it to the point.
Why are you acting like this? It's been a while since we got to see you, so you should be happy. Right, Mom?
You're right. Maybe she's nervous because she hasn't seen you for a while. She finally gets to see the love of her life after being away for months. Oh, she's being shy.
I see. That makes sense.
How do you guys stay so optimistic? I told you that I already filed our divorce application, so this isn't about me being shy. I'm truly upset with the two of you.
What did you just say?
Nathan, the grounds for this divorce is your fault, so I will be claiming damages for this divorce.
What?
Also, about the funds that you used to build the house, I'm going to have you pay me back for the amount that I saved.
What are you talking about? You can't do that. I can merely forgive you for turning in that divorce application, But if you're going to admit that this entire situation was your fault, and you're willing to take back this divorce, I don't mind forgiving and forgetting everything that happened until today, so we can start our marriage over again. If it's with the same spouse, you get to remarry without waiting for a certain period. Did you know that? It's just a shame that we'll be considered remarried.
Melanie, Nathan is being very generous and kind to you. You'll never find a man like him. And I know that I'm right. I'm telling you this for your sake, but it's best if you remarry him so we can all become a family again. I kindly refuse. I'm ready to fight all the way to the end.
It's not too late yet. There's no point in going through a lawsuit for this divorce. You're only going to spend unnecessary energy to stress yourself out.
What makes you think that?
Didn't you know that misappropriation of assets is not a legal ground for divorce?
Of course, I'm aware of that. However, if the misappropriation of assets indirectly leads to the breakdown of the marital relationship, it is highly likely to be considered a serious reason that makes the constitution of the marriage difficult.
What? Are you saying it would be a valid ground for divorce?
What made you think it wouldn't be a valid ground for divorce? It's true that I've been saving up with you as our marital asset, but since we had separate bank accounts, I can precisely say how much money you took from me. Regardless of the fact that it was a marital asset, I can still claim it if you spent it without my consent.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
In that case, I really need you to take back the divorce. The two-family house is almost done being built. We spent all the money that we saved together, and there's no going back.
Melanie, you're going to struggle to live on your own after being married for a while now. I believe that depends on the person.
Let's be honest, Melanie. If we get back together, not only will you be guaranteed a stable life, but Mom will be supporting you too.
Did you already forget what we said earlier? I have a stable life guaranteed, even if I were to live on my own. I don't have a reason to count on the two of you to support that.
Are you going to negotiate this?
No.
You've changed, Melanie. You were the kind of wife who stepped back and supported me as your husband.
Don't make Nathan disappointed in you. Let me ask then, who was it that changed into a completely different person immediately after we got married? You used to be very loving and kind to me before we got married, but I guess it's my fault for not being able to recognize your true side. You would never feed the fish after catching it. Actually, it's worse than that.
What are you talking about, Melanie? You just have a different perspective now. Stop falsely accusing me.
Ugh, this conversation isn't going anywhere.
Long time no see, Melanie.
Natalie, why are you here?
These people called me to be here so I can convince you.
Convince me?
Right. I haven't heard many details about it, though. All I heard was that you filed a divorce application without talking about it.
Well,
I thought the two of you were getting along well.
My sister has a strong personality, and she never hesitates to speak up her opinion, which makes her the type of person you don't want to mess with. I'm sure Melanie's going to struggle if my sister talks to her. Go, sis, go!
all right, Natalie. Wield the blade of justice for the sake of your poor little brother. In order to ensure that my precious son, Nathan, to live happily, we can't let Melanie break up with him. We need Melanie to fulfill the reason why she even exists.
Sis, you have to hear me out. Because of what she did to me, I'm feeling very hurt.
That's right. Both Nathan and I have been caring for Melanie so much, but she's repaying our favor with an insult.
Melanie, what was the reason why you filed the divorce application?
It's because he filled out the form on his end and handed it over to me.
What?
There was a reason for that.
What is it?
Melanie started to slack off with her housekeeping at one point.
And I have a few things to question about that. Melanie had always been responsible and dedicated. She always kept up with her housekeeping while she had a full-time job. And are you complaining just because she didn't do it for just a short time? Didn't you even think about doing it for her to help her out?
Huh? What? But I have work!
You both work.
No, Melanie's better at housekeeping. Even if I try to help, I might mess up and cause even more work.
Are you saying that after you tried?
Huh?
I'm asking if you tried to help her out with her housekeeping before you're even saying any of that.
Why are you asking me?
Well, you should at least try before you complain about anything.
I can't be good at housekeeping out of nowhere. Anyway, she'd cause trouble to my living situation.
How dare you?
Eh?
I'm sorry, Melanie. If only I had noticed what was going on, I could have helped you out.
Oh, Natalie. Well, thank you so much for saying that. Your words mean a lot to me.
This wasn't how it was supposed to go.
Nathan, do you even realize that she is your wife and not your housekeeper? Do you think that it's okay for you to treat her the way you treat your mother, who's sitting next to you, who's always spoiling you? Don't treat your wife like your mother.
Oh, Natalie, how I wish I'd married you instead of your brother.
That's not true. Mom's more important to me.
What?
Right?
I completely misunderstood. When I heard that you finally got married, I was glad to know that you became a decent grown adult, and I should have known better. Melanie, I'm sorry for letting my brother do as he wished all along.
Sis, you're supposed to be on my side.
That's not necessarily true, and this isn't her fault either.
You made the right choice, and I support you with all that I've got.
Why, Natalie, why?
Natalie, I feel so much better after you showed up. Having someone on my side made me feel assured. But don't worry, I've been completely ready for this before I walked in here. Please, watch me make this happen.
Oh, Melanie.
There's also another reason why I decided to file for this divorce. Did you really think I had no idea?
What are you talking about?
Here.
Oh, no.
Don't tell me.
Right? These are photos of Nathan having an affair behind my back.
You're kidding me. How did you even get these photos?
How dare you?
No, this must be a mistake.
You're not giving any excuses, and you're not getting away with this. I hired a private detective to get me these photos.
Oh my goodness. Is this how far you've gone in such a short period of time?
By the way, Nathan, I am also aware that you've been cheating on me ever since we got married.
Oh my goodness.
No way.
I realized it a lot later than that, and I regret not realizing it a lot sooner. You're wrong, Melanie. Excuse me? You should look the other way if your husband has an affair or two. That's what a perfect wife would do. I'm sorry, but what are you even talking about? I'm trying to tell you that this wasn't Nathan's fault.
Yes, it is. And Mom, because you're always like this, Nathan has grown to become such a shameless adult.
Natalie, thank you very much. I don't understand why your mother thinks she is a valid ground, but that's not my concern at this point. No matter what type of mother and son bond they have, it's not my problem or concern. And to add, I'm still in a favorable position.
You're right, Melanie. It must have been tough on your end.
Now let's go back to the subject. Nathan, it seems like you've been with this woman for a while now, but have you been aware that she's a married woman?
So what?
Her husband has been made aware.
Oh my goodness.
And he was extremely upset. I'm sure he'll be claiming damages from you, so please kindly be ready for it.
You gotta be kidding me. What have you done?
Right back at you. You purchased a house without my consent, and you decided to live with your mother without my consent either.
I did this for your sake.
You never even cared to talk to me about any of it, and you can't force it on me. If I ended up accepting everything as is, I would have lived a miserable life for the rest of my life.
How can you say that for sure?
It's because the way you recognize me isn't anything like how a husband recognizes his wife. You probably thought that I would never file the divorce application.
I mean, you're in love with me.
At one point in my life, yes, I was in love with you. People say that love is blind.
Were you faking your emotions for me?
See, you don't get it.
What?
Anyway, I'm parting ways with you so I can live a fruitful life.
This isn't right. I don't agree to any of it.
I'm never going to take back the divorce. I'm claiming damages. You can go ahead and live with your mother in that house that's about to be built. I'm sure it's big, and your mother will continue taking care of you, right? I'm sure others envy you.
That's not enough, Melanie. You should go ahead and inform the public, including his workplace, about the affair.
No, no, no!
Oh, you're right. I haven't thought about that. Natalie, thank you so much for giving me that idea.
Hold on. If you do that, I'll...
Not my problem.
No! No! You can't tell my workplace!
You can't tell me what to do.
I can't possibly let my workplace find out about this. Okay, I'm sorry, Melanie.
This might be the first time you ever apologized to me about anything.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll speak to you with more respect, and I won't have Mom move in with us. Besides, Mom, how are we going to afford the mortgage if I break up with Melanie? I can't afford to pay it on my own. And even before that happens, I'll lose my place at work if she informs my workplace about my affair.
You're right, Melanie. We're sorry. We'll treat you better moving forward, and I'll give up on moving in with you guys. I'll step back.
That's right, Mom. That's right. The only option we have is to do as Melanie says, so she won't break up with me.
Rather than doing as I say, please simply accept the reality.
I can't do that, and that's why...
Shut your mouth already. You're defeated, Nathan. You prioritized your mother over your wife. You weren't being considerate to her, and you had an affair as you neglected her. I don't even know what makes you think staying with her would be an option at this point. You did this to yourself.
Natalie, how dare you? Oh, what do I do? What do I do now?
You need to protect me as you always do, Mom. You always have.
And yet you're still saying that. I'm shivering.
Let me say something too. I have a family, and I won't get myself involved in you guys moving forward.
Oh no!
Natalie, why are you saying that?
Sis, I called you here because I thought you'd be on our side.
On your side? Do you want to know why? It's because you two have a way of thinking that's out of step with the rest of society. You have no common sense, and I don't want to be categorized with you guys. Please don't even cause any trouble to my family or Melanie, okay? You're going to pay what you owe, down to the last penny, okay?
Yes, please.
Are you expecting me to go into debt? Hold on! Can we just pretend that none of this happened? Let's please redo our marriage all over again, please!
Later, I was able to successfully file a double claim for damages due to his infidelity. Since the amount of my misappropriated assets was clearly documented, I was able to recover the full sum. He had to give up on purchasing the new house. I heard that because the cancellation happened just before completion, a penalty was imposed, and he was also required to cover most of the construction costs separately. After feeling uncomfortable staying at his workplace, Nathan resigned from his job. He's getting his mother involved in the amount of debt that he can't afford to pay off. On the other hand, I've continued to stay friends with Natalie. Since I live on my own now, I feel grateful to have a reliable person that I can talk to. Troublebusters!